So, in recovery, we must come about to know who we are, right? So we could tweak it, our character, and change our bad habits, right? So, when we come into recovery, we gotta know where our influence comes from. Where's our influence coming from, you know? So, with that being said, our influences are basically what we discover to be our character, right? And our characteristics. What are our characteristics? When somebody comes to me and I ask them, hey, what are your characteristics? Usually nobody says like describes what they are, right? Their characteristics, because the linguistics of it is not there, right? Oh, well, I'm a cool person, or oh, well, and that's me too. That's what I thought. I just thought I was cool, you know. When somebody asks me that, it's like, oh, I'm cool. Like, what? No, no. We gotta know our characteristics, right? And to that, we gotta create like a list that tells us what our characteristics are. And usually it could be like, these are examples. You have good characteristics and you have some bad ones, right? So we have to level them at all times, right? So it's like resilience. You could be resilient, compassionate, ambitious, curious, honest, creative, reliable, thoughtful, charismatic, patient. You know, those are characteristics that can describe who we are as a person, right? And also, you could be integral, which is having integrity, be trustworthy, respectful. You know, you could be spontaneous, and there's also negative characteristics that we must deal with all of the time, especially in recovery, because we are trying to find who we are, right? In recovery, since we've been dealing with drugs and alcohol, we've been dealing with sexual addiction, with whatever addiction, you know, video addiction. So we develop the sense of, hey, we don't want to go to the negative side of our character, but we got to find out who we are, right? So sometimes we could be like too super stubborn, we could be dishonest, we could be impatient, we could be arrogant, we could be deceitful, we could give no importance to things, and we could be dismissive, we could be misleading. And these are just formal operations of dealing with your identity, like who you are, you know, who you are as a person. So you have great characteristics, and you know, where do these characteristics come from? How do they influence your family, friends, values, behaviors? How do they influence that? You know, how is that gonna shape you? And